pregnancy party. Um, this is the second part to our body positive summer. Yay.
Body positivity.
Yes. We're going to put the first part down below. We did a really great episode on the body. And today we're going to talk about another issue, skin. So, I don't know if you know this, but skin is the largest organ in our body. Do you know that?
It is. And did you know that this is totally no, but most of the dust in our house is made up of skin particles. I was cleaning yesterday, so.
So, I think we're going to talk about three things with skin. There are three main issues that we want to hit. 1, skin color. 2, makeup. And 3, trouble skinned. Mainly, skin color is just melatonin. Yeah, melatonin. And like, how much melatonin do you have? Obviously, you have a little bit more than me.
I got a little bit more. Just a little bit. I mean, I don't know if you can tell with the sun, but.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
We're like the same skin color, except we're in the sun, so.
When it comes to the media, we have seen how much the darker skin gets photoshopped to look lighter. So we've seen it with like Beyonce and a few other celebrities in their magazines. We've also seen, did you know that there's like, in parts of Asia, it's so much ingrained in their society that light is greater, that they have cream that you can put on your face to make it lighter.
Oh yeah, that exists.
Yes.
That exists in DR. That exists in India.
We have this friend in common, and we were talking about how as we're getting older, instead of looking for like makeup and lipstick, we're like, ooh, what night cream are you using?
Oh yeah, Melissa.
Yeah, Melissa.
That was a scary conversation.
That was a really scary conversation.
It's so ingrained in us that women don't get old, and every woman rues the day when she sees those crows.
So in order to cover those wrinkles, that hyperpigmentation, those pores and whatnot, we have this issue with makeup. Now, makeup has been used forever and a day, but now there's this backlash. Like, I think when like YouTube first started, especially, there were a lot of people that made makeup tutorials, and they have become superstars on YouTube and on Instagram. And there's like contouring and not to contour. Like now it's like really about like highlighting and whatnot. Just as these people are becoming famous and like makeup and wearing makeup has become this really big thing, there's also people that go against makeup and actually said that it's not feminist to wear makeup because that's what society wants, and that's makeup is used to attract men and whatnot. Alicia Keys recently declared that she would not wear makeup at all for the rest of her life. Not on real life and not on magazines or anything. And it was like this big thing where it's like, oh, like, if you wear makeup, like you're not, I don't know, like you're not being real, or like you're not being feminist. What's your take on it?
I don't think it's unfeminist to wear makeup. Somebody do my face. I want to get like my makeup done one day.
Good for you, Alicia Keys, if you want to like just not wear makeup at all. But I feel like we shouldn't bash the people that do.
Either side.
Either side, like, you know, you do you. I wish that I didn't have like this insecurity with my dark circles and just like not wear makeup, not like just like a preference because of my skin. My skin is too sensitive for it.
And also, I mean, society is the one that really, you shouldn't talk shit about people who, like women who say they feel naked and can't leave the house without makeup because, like you said, your dark circles. And it's like, well, guess who society pushes to wear the makeup and not make them feel comfortable? People who say, well, you have too much on your face, you look like a clown.
Yeah, it's either that or like, hey, put some makeup on. The other thing is, like, when you do decide to go for makeup, I don't feel like there's enough shades. Like, I feel like skin color has like a lot of range, but there's not like, there's more shades for people of lighter skin than there are for darker skin. There are makeup companies that just make makeup for darker skin people, but I feel like there's not enough, and the ones that are like super expensive. It is like a lifestyle. Like, there's people that are like, why don't you Like the good kind of makeup is the one that you buy at like.
Which is a lie. It's a total lie.
I just went to the drugstore and for that.
Yeah. Exactly. That Kylie Jenner thing is like $36. And I got some matte lip color from ColourPop, and that shit was like $6, and it looks amazing, and it stayed on all night.
I don't know, anything that's
Don't
like
come at me
above
with, like,
7 for me is like, do I really need this? Because I also, something about makeup is that after like 3-4 months, you need to throw it away and buy new
3 or
ones.
4.
Yeah, especially mascara. Yeah, I learned it the hard way because then
my entire
yeah. Let's talk about the media's take on the whole makeup thing. I feel like I hate when in movies they're like, let's do a makeover, and like the girl who, in order for her to be pretty, she needs to be made up or have like makeup, and it's just like, no, they're like, you don't need it. Like, yes, you can definitely do it, but you don't need it. There's also like, well, you're lazy if you don't do it, you know what I mean? Like, or you don't care, or you're a lesbian, or like, if you don't,
I've heard all of them.
Or like you're like not feminine enough if you don't wear makeup. Yeah. But then if you do, then you're not a feminine. Like, I don't. It's like you're wrong if you do. You're wrong if you
and that's
don't.
why I say do what you damn well please.
Yeah. God bless you. You have like really nice
I was
skin.
lucky. Yeah.
I have a minor case of psoriasis. Psoriasis is an autoimmune disorder. It makes you overproduce skin, and so you lose your skin like I feel like every 7 days. My skin like peels. It's really, yeah, it's disgusting. And I have it primarily in my scalp. I was diagnosed maybe 10 years ago, and I remember crying my eyes out because it's uncurable. You can't cure it. It's an autoimmune disorder.
Does it hurt?
It stings when you pick at it and there's no skin there. So if you wash or anything, you know. I was super self-conscious. I remember saying like, nobody's gonna love me. And I was lucky enough that, 2 things. One, that in recent years, people like Carrie D, who was a model also on American Next Top Model, she also came out as having psoriasis, and she has been a spokesperson for it. And then Kim Kardashian very famously came out as saying that she also has psoriasis. And then she has tried like all these random remedies that I also hear about every time I look up on the internet. But I was super fortunate enough to, like, my first boyfriend, like, he was not grossed out by it, and he was actually very supportive. And he also was like super understanding the fact that it wasn't contagious. So I feel like when you see something, especially on the skin, the first thing you think about is like, ay, se me va a pegar. Like, it's contagious, it's gross. But something like psoriasis, and personally, it's only contagious within your own body.
We ain't got time to worry about no shit like stretch marks. We know they either came from one of 2 things. Nigga, either you was big and got small, or you was small and got big.
There's a lot of like great positive Tumblr and Instagram accounts that actually deal with this and say, for example, like there's one hashtag called stretch marks don't care, or like tiger stripe earned, and it's like about more like feeling proud, and they have like a lot of women with like bikini shots and whatever, and they're proudly showing their stretch marks.
Like, I used to be super self-conscious about my stretch marks in my arms because I'm tall. Like, I'm a good 5'9", 5'10". So like, when you grow, when you have those type of growth spurts, you get stretch marks. Like, I remember it was like one day to the next, all of a sudden my thighs, my arms, because I grew, all of a sudden I had like stretch marks everywhere, and I used to be like, where did this come from? You know?
Men also get stretch marks and cellulites. I feel like they get stretch marks. I've seen men, especially men that bulk up here, they get super like big stretch marks because it's your skin stretching to gain for that muscle or whatnot.
Although they don't get as much shit about it, but
they don't. It's like, ooh, like I ripped my skin, ooh, cool, whatever. We didn't mention how there's a big industry out there that preys on our insecurities.
Why are women So insecure is because literally when you sit down to watch TV, go to the magazines, ads on the train, everywhere, it's just, here's a thing to fix this problem that we say that you have.
It can also be super dangerous. Be just really aware of what it is that you're putting in your body, because especially for skin, we have pores. So I remember my aunt who was saying, like, if you don't eat something, like, why would you put it on your skin? Because you're literally eating whatever it is that you put in your skin.
I think my final thought is everyone should drink more water. It's not a solution to everything, but I think especially with skin, I mean just your body in general, but with skin, water definitely helps. So make sure that you have your glass of water in the morning, and you guys should drink some tea as well.